You're watching Derek Review Stuff, and today we're looking at the CFI-A6719 MiniITX case. You'll notice that this box is labelled CFR-A6719. A quick search on Google revealed not really much with regards to that, and my assumption is that it has something to do with the fact that this case comes in two power supply variants. One is an internal 150 watt power supply and an external 60 watt. This one is the external 60 watt, so I would think that's probably where the numbering comes in. Let's have a look inside. All this packaging seems pretty standard and looks like it would make the shipping journey pretty easily. Okay, starting at the front, we've got two flip down covers. Your front panel, revealing some USB ports here, audio out and in for a headset, slot here for a slimline DVD, and two LEDs, power on and hard drive activity. Have a look at the actual plastic on here. It is actually smoked opaque plastic, so the activity lights will shine through on the front. Power switch here, quite neat, pretty well hidden. Going around the side, some ventilation holes there, some ventilation on the top, and the same on this side. Going around to the back, you've got a installed 40mm fan, plate for your motherboard goes there, another slot for a fan, not installed, and your input for your power supply. Let's just take a look inside. Two screws holding this lid closed, finished in a shiny piano black. This lid still has plastic packaging on it, so it will be shinier than that. Quick look inside, we've got a box with our power supply, 60 watt silent, Vantage over the 150, and takes a kettle cord, not included, and your plug into the motherboard, case. Quick look inside now. You can see not a lot of space between the base and this plate for your CPU fan, so you would be using embedded Atom motherboard, probably not one that has a CPU that you can install with an aftermarket fan. You're not going to get the necessary cooling that you need in there. This plate also providing not much in the way of expelling your hot air. Power supply under this section here, place to install your optical drive, and a spot for a 3.5-inch hard drive. One nice addition there, a lot of these cases only accept 2.5-inch notebook drives, so if you already have your drive configured, pretty easy to install it in here. Got a bag of goodies here, some rubber feet, a couple of screws to install the various devices, some cable ties to tie up the wires afterwards. The rubber feet you would install on the side or the bottom, so you could effectively use the case in this configuration or flat on the desk. Actually no recessed area on the case to install the feet, so you can pretty much stick them wherever you want. Let's just get this plate out here, have a look underneath. They're held in with two screws. Although there's only two screws here, it is held in the front as well. There's an area here to prevent this from moving, and it is clipped in to the case at those 2 points, so shouldn't have a problem with vibration. Okay, you've got power supply there, no fan on that power supply either. Obviously a spot there for the additional fan just in case your power supply is warming up a bit too much. Some standard plugs. You've got your 24-pin power with an additional 4-pin, two serial ATA power, Molex power, and your P4 power. Got your outputs for the two front LEDs, hard drive and power LED, and on this side, audio header for the two audio points, USB, power switch, and then the case fan onto your motherboard. So if you have a motherboard with speed control, would obviously control that fan at the same time. In the standard 4 screws to mount your motherboard. Once that's all in, pretty full. Well, just to give you an idea what it looks like again before we end off, CFI-A6719 case. Pretty useful for in the home. If you need something that doesn't take up too much space, pair this case with a 19-inch LCD monitor and a cordless mouse and keyboard, and you've got something that doesn't use up a lot of desk space, can be used in the home for your kids or wife to use. Not something that you're going to be using for any kind of gaming or home theatre, because you don't have the advantage of a riser card from the motherboard, which would normally be there. Not even high enough yet to take a low profile card. So this is really just going to be a desktop machine, taking up a lot less space than a normal PC. Well, thanks for watching Derek Review Stuff. Hope this was informative. Please check back again for new videos.